crap. But he's a hypocrite, so now he's gonna do just that. It's time for Fine, I'll watch it with this man with hypertension. His waistline is something that I shouldn't have to mention. So send in a video and Dukes will watch it here alone. Always remember, hot man dumped his girl on the phone.
I mean, come on. Nobody's got a better intro in the history of the internet. Nobody. I don't care that the lining of the video and the spacing is spacing. The spacing isn't correct. It is fine. I'll watch it. Fine. Fine. Been so many years. I'll fucking watch it. All right? Send it to me. Pay me your children, your daughters, your little girls. You want me to watch it? I'll fucking watch it. You beat me down. Send it in. chaddukesshow@gmail.com. Subject, fine. I'll watch it. Fucking years. Years of being sent videos that I know aren't funny, that I know I'm not going to be interested in. I'm giving in. If I had I have toilet paper. I'm waving it. I'm waving the white flag. I will fucking watch your videos. Okay? What else am I going to do? I got nothing. There's nothing going on that's any good for me. I'm fat. I take the dog for walks. My ankle hurts. My leg hurts. I can't sleep. My shoulder's fucked up. I love cheese way too much. I took a picture off of Facebook of a sandwich I want to show you. I want to show you a sandwich today. That's how fucked up my nutritional pyramid is. So, anyway, this is me saying you win. You win yet again. Dukes loses and you win. So if you got something to send me, there's the email address. Just for the love of God, put in the subject matter, fine, I'll watch it. Just try to keep in mind that I'd like to avoid a copyright strike if I possibly can. If I can't, then I can't. If he dies, he dies. We'll see how this shit goes. We don't need a loop. We're not looping here today. Today is not a day for looping. I mean, what in the fuck is going on? I guess we just can't stop the music. Was that Rihanna? Please don't stop the... Jesus Christ, can we put in a little bit of effort? Can we try to come up with some Erics? Some Erics? I see some Erics in the chat. Fine, I'll watch this. The song is just facts. Hey, fuck you, Nagel. You motherfucker. It's all honesty here. This is the most honest show I'll do. There's 42 of you watching. We're not going to talk about how sad that is. But here's the schedule. 1 week it's going to be, fine, I'll watch it. The other week it's going to be the unboxing show. We're going to go back and forth, all right? That's the plan, and we're going to stick to the plan. D-Man in the house, let's watch this shit. I'd love to watch it. But first, we have to thank the D-Man for his super chat.
Hey there, boy. Big Jim Crabdick here, local library owner. Thank you so very much for the super chat. Feel free to send another one. Now I'm going to go do a line off of Book Pal's ass.
Yeah. Here's what's crazy about that video is I asked Jim Jester, my producer, to make that video, and he decided to stand in front of two windows where sunlight is just streaming through. Just absolutely pouring through.
Hey there, boy. Big Jim Crabdick here, local...
I mean, I love him so much, and he would fuck up a wet dream. Thank you, D-Man. We do accept super chats. We are one of the few YouTube channels that likes super chats. So if you like to send them, you get up on the goddamn board. And then, of course, if you want to skirt around the YouTube and Google and Apple fees, you feel free to send me a Venmo. That is acceptable as well. Please note 2 girls, 1 cup. Jorge, you need to leave the driving to me, brother. I appreciate you being here. And you killed it on the unboxing show, but come on, man. Come on. Local library owner, I'm dying. Let's start with that. So the concept of this show is I have been sent videos, tagged to videos. Dukes, you're going to love this. This is hilarious. TikToks, Instagram videos, YouTube's, of course, preferably there. And they're always bad. They're never funny. You guys are fucking idiots. No disrespect. You don't know what I like. You think that I'm the same disgusting puke in my personal life that I am on the air. I'm not. I like Shipwrecks. I like Pacifico. I like Mortal Kombat. I like turkeys. I like to get drunk and have whiskey. I like Days of Thunder. These are the things I like. You guys are constantly sending me dumb shit of fat women falling down. And I've fought it. I fought it tooth and nail for my entire broadcasting career, as it were, if you will. And so now we're going to go ahead and embrace it. We're going to stop the fight and we're going to embrace it. And maybe we should start here. If you are finding this somewhere, because I got to say the actual numbers on some of the stuff I'm putting up, they're going up a little bit. People are finding the YouTube channel, and I appreciate that. You know what would help that? If you hit the like button, you selfish bastard. Hit the like button. I know that everybody that watches my free shit doesn't subscribe to my show, which is all a bummer. But so I'm going to try to do a better job of setting some of the segments up here that we do for the takers, so that they can at least have a better idea of what I'm trying to accomplish and some of the storylines and characters that are involved in my daily show, the Chaddukes Show, which, of course, you can subscribe to chaddukesshow.com for less than the cost of a Five Guys cheeseburger. By the way, do we have any Five Guys cheeseburgers? I'm fucking starving. I have a producer on my show. His name is Jim Jester, and he is one of a kind. And if you've never spent any time in the great city of Baltimore, then people like Jim Jester are not going to make a lot of sense to you. He's a lovable guy. He's a kind man. And he's also the worst person I've ever met in my life. He's a philanderer. There's so many boxes that we're not going to be able to check here in this discussion, but I do have a photograph of him. So I wanted to share that here because I think it's important for you guys to get a visual representation of what we're talking about. And one of the main issues that I have with Jimmy is the main issue I have with a lot of people from Baltimore, and that is their ignorance. They have not lived worldly lives. They stay in their tiny little close-knit communities. A lot of them have never been on a plane. If so, they're just going on a cruise with a bunch of other white trash. No disrespect. Here's Jim Jester. This is a photograph taken of him recently. He is my producer. And so you might say, well, Shootster, what's he standing in front of? And that's a great question. That is an artificial intelligence representation of a little library. And for those of you unfamiliar, again, if you're from 301, 443, any of these area codes where people don't read, they have these tiny little boxes they set up in neighborhoods where people can afford things like cars, 401ks, steak, and they put books in them. And they're called little libraries. And you can go and you can take a book or you could leave a book. I always check them, and they're always just filled with shit. Like they're filled a lot of Christian propaganda, a lot of magazines. I think people go in and they steal the old John Grisham books and the Tom Clancy books, and then they replace it with horse shit, is what I think is happening. But come to find out that Jim Jester's parents live a couple blocks from him in the same house their parents lived in. And also in the same parents their parents lived in. There are 3 generations of Jesters that have lived in this backwards mortgage having hovel. And as soon as Jester's Mamo and Dado, God forbid, donk off, they are going to take that house back because, again, nobody can afford anything and it's a reverse mortgage. So what I wanted to do is try to do what I've tried to do the entire time I've known Sweet Daddy James, And that has bettered his life and bettered the life of his community. So what we have decided to do is put a little library in the front yard of his home, of his parents' home. I think it's in a cul-de-sac, lots of families around in the greater Glen Burnie area. I asked Jim actually to send me a photo of the house. This is the house. 3 generations of jesters have lived in this home. Of course, the photo Jim sent me had his address displayed prominently. I edited that out. As you can see, for those of you that do subscribe, that is the ramp that Jim lied and said that he built for his parents, when actually all he did was hand his cousin screwdrivers and air hammers, box cutters, whatever you would need, sawzalls, I'm not sure. So this is the home. So what I'm expecting to do is we will put the little library. As you can see, the front walk has been completely cordoned off due to the ramp. So that real estate seems pretty wide open. So in that little right-hand patch next to the walkway, we will probably put the little library there. So I started doing research into this, and I gotta say, it's a different world than where you're coming from. Dwayne Wayne and Whitney would be very, very impressed. And, God bless the little library, but it seems to be a bit of a cottage industry, and they seem to be doing pretty good for themselves. To wit, you can purchase a little library on Amazon for roughly $50 to $90. They're not all that impressive. But if you wanted to, you could go to let's see here, right before presenting a screen, remove other media. Okay, thank you, StreamYard. StreamYard did some sort of bizarre update recently that I was not consulted on. All right, so this is the website of the free little library program. I don't think you have to get any type of a certification. I think you can just put one of these sons of bitches up as long as it's your property. But if you can't, we're going to find out, because that's exactly what we're going to do. So they offer all types of products to facilitate your little library experience, including posts. By the way, they sell the posts separately from the library itself in one of the most chiseling moves of all time. This is like when Apple stopped giving you headphones and chargers with your phone or your new whatever, and you had to go out and buy that shit. Then you find out it's $120. Yeah, it seems to me that this is a bit of a racket, but that doesn't mean we're not going to take a part in this racket. So here's what's available. You can get a dog treat box to put on the outside of your little library. There's a step stool with a topper in case you care about children. I do not. And I think they sell like packs of books here. I can't even imagine what's included in here. They have to weaponize these, right? What is this? Enjoy 5% off your first order. Don't break the bank. All right, these look pretty benign. Boston Tea Party, Little Women. So this looks like it's for kids. Our little library is not going to be for children. It's going to be for etarded ray adults that live in the Burnie of Glen. So let's take a look. I think I found the one that I want for Jimmy's abode, because I want it to be classy, but I also want it to make sense from a practical standpoint, because you got to understand, these are Baltimore people. They're incredibly lazy. Now, I don't know if Mr. Eric Nagel is in here, but I believe they have a TARDIS little library, which is accurately named for any fans of Doctor Who. See what I did there? Where's the one that I like? Let's take a look. It's in a book. It's Reading Rainbow. I think this is it. Composite? No, that's not it. Maybe that one. That one. Okay. This is the one I have chosen for the little library to go in front of Jim Jester's parents' house. This is a composite 2-story walnut little free library. Not only is it weatherproof, but you can get a custom sign for the front. So if you see up here, the panel shows you what the, will be certified. Kiss stealing, wheeling, dealing, jet flying, all of that. We're going to be an official free little library. But underneath it, and this is where I want to spread the word, okay? This is where I want to get out there Nobody in this chat is going to pony this up. There are pores in this chat. And I can tell already. That's fine. You're here. You're going to hit the like button. That's all I need from you. But I know this will matriculate back to some high rollers. We would like to offer sponsorship of the little library in front of Jim Jester's house. You pay for this piece of shit. And look how expensive it is. They want almost $500 for this bad boy. And that is not covering the cost of the post or any of the books inside. But what that will cover is 3 lines worth of your name recognition on there. Now, I'd like to stay away from the vulgarity, but if you would like to name this and this library be named after you, not only are we going to fucking own and operate this thing, we're going to put a little counter. Let me see if I can find it. They have a counter that you can attach to your little library to let you know how many waterheads have opened that fucking door and taken a book. Fantastic. It's right there. Going to have Matthew Burke or David Slott or Anthony Pizzo or one of the handy listeners to the show are going to be directly involved with this. We're going to have this bad boy installed. So you're going to know. You're going to see how much your sponsorship, the returns yielded based on the amount of hits. This is better than web hits. Look at this. There's only 54 people watching right now. Guarantee there are more crackheads in this neighborhood. Pardon me. Think about all the dope that's going to be hidden in there from all of the civilians living in Glen Burnie. I mean, I just can't even wait. Hit the like button. My job is complete. Yeah, basically, the only thing that I need you for today is to stay here and listen to my ramblings. But also, you have to hit the like button, or it just isn't going to work out between us. We can start with the penis. All right, let me put this thing back up here. What the fuck happened? Technology. They're not our friends. So it begins. All right, so that's where we're at. And spread the word far and wide. Now, do we need to add on a bench? There's a lot of fat people in Glen Burnie. If we want to try and entice them to read, I think we're going to need to entice them to sit as well. Corey Rita, $9.99. Thank you so much for the super chat, Corey Rita. We do accept super chats on this program.
Hey, thanks for the super chat. Consider sending another.
I don't know what that was all about. Thank you, Corey, $9.99. Where do books need to be dropped off? Okay, I'm glad you asked. Before we get into the video portion of this show, here's the question that I'm going to ask you, Corey, and anybody else that feels free to. The easiest way to go about this, okay? The easiest way for us to pull this off with the least amount of resistance is to just have people donate books. I think we will be flush with reading material. Mine is an audience that does have women in it for some reason, and women love reading about rape and killing and incest. So I think we're going to get a lot of those books. Ant-Man has already offered to donate his entire collection of Jack Reacher novels. I think those will be a big hit. I've got some tomes, but here's, if we're doing this for the bit, if we're doing this for the comedic turnaround, I don't know that that's the move, Corey Rita. I think what the move is, we start, thank you for the $9.99 super chat, bud. I think we start an Amazon wish list, okay? And it doesn't have to be from Amazon. I would prefer it not. I would prefer you buy them from Books A Million and Manassas, Duck and Bullets, Machetes. Don't act like because I'm accurately describing the dilapidated condition of Baltimore, Maryland, that I'm suffering under any delusion that Prince William County is better. Hell no. We can call Woodbridge and Dumfries and Manassas Baltimore West. I've suffered. I have no ego in it. But Corey, this is my thought. Should all the books be about Baltimore? Should there be a book in there about Old Bay? Should there be a book in there about Natural Bohemian? Should there be a Kyle Bowler autobiography, a Billy Ripken biography? if we're really going for yucks, and again, this isn't the biggest library that I've ever seen. You know, I've shit in larger libraries than this. I think we could fill this bad boy up with Charm City related reading material fairly easily. And I don't think it would cost that much, couple $100. And we start a list and we say, hey, look, here's some of the books that we can start with. But if people are out and about, you're at a used bookstore, oh my God, take a look over here. There's an entire 3-volume series on how they filmed The Wire. And they didn't have to hire any actors to play murderers and cutthroats and drug dealers because they were all already there on set. I just think the bit is so strong. Now, does it defeat the purpose? I would like to do some good. I think we can do both. I think we can develop a voracious appetite for reading in the Lamplighter district of Glen Burnie, but also make ourselves laugh with our teeth out. And that's what I'm here for. Tom G, thank you so much for the 1999 Super Chat. We do accept Super Chats on this station, on this television station. Stopping by to say, hey, what a great idea. The bench has to be added. I mean, I really am liking the bench idea. The only problem with that is, I mean, this motherfucker is already, I feel like we're breaking the bank already with the cost on this, Tom G. Let's take a look here. No dig add-on bench. All right, so that looks like it's going to really start adding up. That's $119.95 on top of the $490 for the library. I don't know if Matt Burke's doing this gratis. He might want to be paid for his time. I mean, we're getting close. If this little library tops out at $1,000, look, I don't mind losing money on a bit. I do it on a regular basis. But we got to be cost efficient here. Thank you for the 99 Super Chat. And thank you for letting us know you're just stopping in and you won't be staying. Oh, my goodness gracious. What a great Super Chat.
Hey, Skater Sean here of the Heavy Riders. Thank you for sending this donation into the Chad Duke Show. The real question I have is why didn't you send those funds over to the Heavy Riders?
You're already bleeding off enough of my assets, you two pukes. Get bent. Thank you, Tom G. Yeah, I think the bench is going to be something we have to take under consideration, considering the vast weight of the residents of the house. I'm in for sponsorship. Corey, I don't think you're understanding. It's one sponsor. I want a title sponsor. I want someone that's going to step up and pay for the entire cost. Now, the man hours, I'll be there. I'll bring the workforce. If you're the sponsor, we're going to do a ribbon cutting ceremony. You get to sit there with the giant scissors and cut that son of a bitch. I mean, there's a lot of built-in value. But think about this. I know you don't have any kids. That means you're flush with cash. Mazel tov. That's going to be expensive. Kevin Parker, is the bird camera still an option? I don't think so. I've had 2 of those bird cameras and squirrels have destroyed both of them. Also, there is the theft component I think we need to be worried about. I'm not saying it's impossible. Was there a tree? I didn't even see. Was there a tree in Jester's front yard? If you guys had to guess, do we think there's a tree in the front yard? I'm going to guess no. I've already forgotten that weed. Forgotten. Take a look. It's in a book. Inside the little library. No trees. Maybe we could mount some sort of a motion activated camera flush with the front of the ramp. The only problem there is I don't know if they have Wi-Fi. I guess they do, right? Jim has to broadcast live from that hovel. Is there a service fee on top of that? Like, is there going to be a monthly fee? Or can we just attach it to the Wi-Fi network? I'm willing to look into it. Here's what I know we're going to have. Library, Baltimore-related books, a post, and a counter. 100% that's happening. Corey, thank you, bud. Kurt Ziesler, 1999 Super Chat. To what do I deserve then?
Hey there, boy. Big Jim Crabdick here, local library owner. Thank you so very much for the Super Chat. Feel free to send another one. Now I'm going to go do a line off of Book Pal's ass.
Now, I asked him to say do a line of coke off of Boog Powell's ass, but it probably was too much. I'm guessing, unfortunately, the cocaine portion of it was... He might be at home in front of the kids. I'm guessing nobody leaves that house. I think we know for certain. Kurt, thank you, bud. I don't know what I did to deserve all this generosity. Evan from Evan and Sarah. Is that you? Are you drunk? Are you at Buffalo Wild Wing University? Or are you at a Fred Rednecks game? Blink twice. Lon Hill's favorite book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Work Well in the Library. I think we could put some show-related shtick in there. Yeah, absolutely. But I want it to be more based on the surrounding area. I really do. Thank you from Evan. If you are Evan from Evan and Sarah, blink twice, please. I know you like girls getting hurt. She gone. She gone. Thank you, bud. I'd be willing to purchase one for you to use if you are open to it. It can be installed inside. Oh, you mean inside the actual box itself. Thank you, Evan. Glad to be here. Going to a Fred Nets game tonight. I love it, man. You're living your best life. Congratulations. Oh boy. All right, so that's where we're at. Excited. I think we're gonna do some good. I'd still say there's no way that chick is walking. Yeah, I've watched that video now 750 million times, and I just have absolutely no way of knowing if she lived or not. It's possible that it's shtick. It's also very possible that she's lying broken and dead in front of that fucking kitchen countertop as we speak. As a matter of fact, I think that's probably the most likely occurrence. We'll never know, though. He's far too attractive to ever speak to anybody watching this pile of shit. All right, very good. So before we get to the watching it, because I will watch it, I think I'm going to include in this show other forms of media. Like videos, of course, are what everybody's obsessed with now. But if I see a good picture, I'll also make that a part of the rundown. And I saw this. I think Josh Kim, the Chad Duke Show's down at Chang, posted this. And this has been a bugaboo of mine for, I don't know. When was the first time that we became aware of this individual? That we became aware of Big Dom? When was that? And when can I get back to a time where that was the condition that I lived in? Because I'd like to travel back there. I'd like to get up to 88 miles an hour and go back to a time I didn't know this motherfucker existed. Now, why is he wearing an Eagles Italia zip-up? Is that regulation? Why are his lips flesh-colored? There's a lot of issues that I have with this. We'll start with the fact that Big Dom DiSarandro is listed here as a two-time Super Bowl champion. And the only thing that I am positive that he contributed to those Super Bowl runs from the Philadelphia Eagles is that he figured out a way to get himself on camera as much as possible, specifically after the game when they beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Far be it from me. Like, is Big Dom accomplished more than the cast members of Laguna Beach or Jersey Shore or Orange County Housewives of the Below Deck, any of these other horrible shows you guys watch? They go out and they go to cons and they sign shit. But you'd like to think that Philly fans, while scumbags, and of course the lowest common denominator when it comes to human beings, you'd think they're learned, right? Like, sports mean way too much to them. And so because of that, they should be the first ones that reject this boobery, right? They should be leading the charge saying, this isn't a big deal except for these talking head, white bread, suit-wearing motherfuckers on television that can't get over the fact that he has a nickname and he's 400 pounds. Cringe is not even the word. I can't believe. So the show is, how many times is he signing? It's 7th through the 9th. The Philly Memorabilia Sports Show presented by eBay, Greater Philadelphia Expo Center. Holy Jesus. Is there one other security person in the National Football League? Belay that order, Mr. Worf. Is there one other security person in all of organized sport that we are aware of their fucking identity? Not just their name, what they like to wear, what they look like, what their nickname is. Why is he the only one? Why is he constantly on camera? What does he offer? If his name was Gerald, would we be having this conversation? Why is everybody so obsessed with Italian people? Tommy DeVito's another example. Oh, Tommy Cutlets. Keep calling him Tommy Cutlets. I'm not offended. Let's choose another ethnicity and another food. Let's call him Jorge Churros, and let's see if anybody's got a problem with that. What the fuck are we doing? Double standard, thy name is sports broadcasting. Ugh. The last thing in the world you want is a security person that wants to be famous. That's the worst thing you could possibly have if you're hiring a security person, in my humble estimation. Get your autographs. I would be so embarrassed. Whatever team you root for, it's like, what, who, why? And maybe, Barrel Man, go through all of them. Fireman Ed. There's these super fans, I guess. I mean, I got a fucking, I got a picture with Chief Z. I'm into it. I understand. Is that the same thing? Feels less tacky to me. Like Tommy DeVito's manager. Oh, yeah, that's the most hilarious thing on earth. He's wearing a fedora. He's got a suit on. Now we can all do our Italian accents. Do that, you brave fucking comedic, inspirationally fucking challenged sports broadcasters. Do any other ethnicity. I dare you. And see what happens. See how ballsy you are. It is weird. It is weird how, like, Irish, we can fucking stereotype the shit out of the Irish anytime we want. Italians, I'm over here now. Let's go check some other boxes and see what happens. Let's go down that road a couple of paces, and you let me know what it looks like down there. Yikes. All right. So there was that. I'm not all that moved by that. I am incredibly moved by this. I don't know how long we're going to hang out today. You guys hit the like button. We'll keep hanging out. How about that? That's the deal. Super fans like one Loud Goat. I've had the Loud Goat discussion with Loud Goat. Loud Goat owns what he is. Loud Goat isn't dressed. Loud Goat isn't wearing a barrel. Loud Goat isn't wearing a Darth Vader mask. And also, Loud Goat's really good people. He's the exception to the rule. There, I said it. Double standard for my guy, Loud Goat. You hear that, Thor? Now, Milinar your ass over to the like button. Look at this fucking sandwich. I don't know if they have burrowed into the soul of what the Shootster's all about at Spatoni's Pizza, but it certainly feels like it with this sandwich. So this is a Nashville hot chicken sandwich. What I have learned is that anyone outside of Nashville doesn't seem to understand the difference between just a spicy chicken sandwich and a Nashville hot chicken sandwich. What I've also learned is that I trust these people at Spatoni's with my life, with my culinary life. Look at this shit. Now, there's a few things here that I need to point out. All right? There's a couple of things that right off the bat jump off the table. First of all, look at them pickles. Thick, crinkle-cut pickles. You think those are bread and butter pickles? I bet whatever you want to bet. I'll bet a toenail on it. Get out the vice grip pliers. Those are dill pickles. Ain't no way Spatoni's puts bread and butters on a sandwich like this. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. Nobody puts bread and butter pickles on anything except iconoclasts, interlopers, anarchists, Satanists, pagans. Fuck them. They want to see the downfall of civilization. There's only one place for bread and butter pickles, and that's at the bottom of your waste paper basket. Now, that lettuce under there is a little suspect. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But you know what else isn't covering this goddamn sandwich? Some sort of a reproductive looking ass goop. Ropes, arcing ropes of seminal vesicle fluid, like every other place on earth. Every other eatery is obsessed with doing now. Let's see how much jizz-like substance we can get all over this bad boy. The spice is the star. When are we meeting up? When are we meeting up to smash this thing? I don't even mind that I'd have to avoid the pizza. I don't like going anywhere that serves pizza and not ordering pizza. That's just me, and that's how a player's got to be. This is a life-changing situation here, and I haven't had this motherfucker. I think this is the week. I think I've got to make time. It's a busy week for your pal. Doing the show tonight. Doing the show with Sal's on Thursday. We got both types of sports. Cranking it right in the middle of NFL free agency. Got solid dudes. What else do I have? I got something else. That doesn't sound like a lot. Sounds like I could get out there and do it. But we'll see. Oh, boy. Sandwiches, man. Am I right? Make a list of things that you can enjoy more than a sandwich. A good sandwich. Oh, wait. I'll be right here waiting for you. So, this is the first offering for Fine, I'll Watch It with Chad Dukes. Oh, by the way, real quick, if anybody during the course of this show places an order on CommonwealthDryGoods.com, not only will you score solid news for solid dudes, the official Chad Dukes Show paper newsletter. This bad boy is 6 pages long, handwritten by everybody you know involved with the show, packed full of artwork and pornography, propaganda, smut. You'll get one for free. Anyone that orders off CommonwealthDryGoods.com, not only that, I'll play you the other theme song for this show that I made that I think might be better than the one that I played for you at first. Oh my God. Absolutely fantastic. Make your way over to the website, pick yourself up something nice. CommonwealthDryGoods.com. The Easter candy is out. We got beautiful candles. Get it. Get yourself a Scary Octopus Records 1-year anniversary Mai Tai glass with art designed by Tony Canepa. You know the drill. Head on over there. Support small business. My small business. Thank you. So, this was sent to me by Steve Pie Taster. And I'm going to generally trust Steve Pie if he sends me a video to watch. But since this is the inaugural episode of Fine, I'll Watch It, I wanted to go with something that's a little bit of a safe bet. And that is a song. Now, I don't know if we're going to get claimed for this song. I think only like 30 people have seen it. This is a music video called Crazed Country Rebel from a band named Skank Williams. Skank Williams. I'm already all in. 14 subscribers. That's sad. 95 views 2 days ago. 10 of them are me. As you can see, I left a comment down here. This fucking rules. Now, not all of you may be into ska music. Not all of you may be into country music. But if you can't be into a ska band covering Hank Williams III, Hank 3, you can suck my goot. Hope that's not too blunt. Let's give a listen.
Down in Memphis, Tennessee, and I was looking for a guy who had a bowl of OT, and I was tripping on some acid of a Tino gave to me. Yeah, I was smoking morphine till it knocked me off my feet. Then I got some H from my old local beat, and I was starting to feel looking mighty weed or an overdose of drugs, overdose of sin. I'm gonna live it to the fullest like I'm on 10. And I love getting high, hate being low. Yeah, I like to drive my truck down a party dirt road. And I'm working real hard, trying to get Vegas out my crazy country rebel. And I'm drifting state to state. So now I'm moving out to Texas.
So this rules, right? I mean, this is a 10. Do we even need to fucking give this a score? This is an 11 out of 10. Skank Williams, where are you? I've got intel. These guys broke the fuck up. How is that? How's Morgan Wallen and what is that guy's name? Doc Luke Wilson? Who's that dude you're all obsessed with that has the Oreos and all the face tattoos? Doc Krisner? Merle Facener. What is the dude's name? I got to hear that 24 hours a day every time I walk in and out of a Jimmy John's, but I can't get any Skank Williams.
With the car up full of grass, and I'm seeing all these pigs who were lost my ass. And I'm always looking hard, always looking weed. Now I'm laying out of Texas drinking mushroom tea. Yeah, I woke up on the phone, and I think I know why. Must have been some of that Boone County moonshine. Overdose of drugs, overdose of sin. I'm gonna live it to the fullest like I'm on 10. And I love getting high, hate being low. Yeah, I like to drive my truck down a muddy dirt road. And I'm working real hard, trying to get Vegas out my crazy country rebel. And I'm drifting state to state.
I mean, who knew these two fucking genres went together this well? Why do they have 14 subscribers? I mean, it's a fucking banger. Post Malone. Thank you, Lori. Enough.
I had to get out of the phone, try to get myself a body, cause the ceiling's talking to me and the pictures flushing fires while they come up full throttle. I like a good time and I started at a bar with a friend of mine. Well, she had to hook me up, she said she blew my mind. I had to know 4 days to cut me out another line. Overdose of drugs, overdose of sin. I'm gonna live it to the fullest like I'm on 10. And I love getting high, hate being low. Yeah, I like to drive my truck down a muddy dirt road.
All right, I've heard enough. I'm fucking furious. I don't understand the music industry. I don't understand what you guys want. I mean, people just listen to the same goddamn 10 songs over and over again. I can't even fucking fathom how many times I've heard "You're Gonna Hear Me Raw." Even those Burger King commercials that have been on for way too long now. BK Males. Nobody puts any. Listen to me. I've been dabbling with this fucking AI songwriting. It ain't that tough. Put a modicum of effort into it. You can come up better than. It's just incredibly frustrating. And then those guys were like, and justifiably so. You're a ska band covering Hank III. If you had 100,000 chaddukes, you could take over the fucking world, but unfortunately we don't. Scratches every itch for me. 10 out of 10. I just hear so much horrific music every day. Causes me to question everything. It really does. It causes me to question whether or not this planet, I belong on it, whether it's for me. Oh, you guys are placing orders. Thank you so much. Kevin Parker, thank you for picking up his Scary Octopus Records tee and the anniversary glass. And, of course, our bun, Lori Wagner, going hard on the Abdallah chocolate. Thank you so much, you guys. I thought you already had. Let me know if you already have newsletters in the chat. If you want a newsletter, I don't want to send you another newsletter. There are people out there with no newsletters, and there's people out there with 3 newsletters. And no GNUs is good GNUs. Certified banger, Sean Sell. I think you're right about that. Speaking of bangers, all right, since you guys placed some orders on the site, I'm going to play this song for you. This is the other version of the theme song to this show, and I think you're going to like it. Limber up your toes.
It's time for Fine, I'll watch it with portly chaddukes.
Oh.
Send in a video to my guy, Brad Fuchs. For years he's told you that he doesn't watch your crap.
That's true.
but he's a hypocrite, so now he's gonna do just that.
It's true.
It's time for final watching with this man with hypertension. His waistline is something that I shouldn't have to mention. So send in a video and Dukes will watch it here alone. Always remember, hot man dumped his girl on the phone.
That's true story. Hot man dumped his girl on the phone. And that's going to be in every fucking theme song that we write. Every single one. Suck my balls. All right. There you go, Lori and Kevin Parker. It was a collect call too. That would be so amazing if when Hot Man called out to Fin Fang Foom's parents out on the West Coast, pick up the charges, bitch. Dumpsville, population you. Nothing would make me happier. Club banger, Jesse? I think you're right. Okay. This next one was sent to me by the algorithm. I will give you credit. If you're the one that sent me the shitty video, I want to make sure that you get your verbal nod, that you get your flowers, as the children say. This guy is called Rock and Roll Spock. Rock and Roll Spock. And I think we've got to be careful here, because at first I thought this guy was just addicted to pills. But now I might think that he is mentally you-know-whatted. So we're going to come to the conclusion here watching these videos. He runs a YouTube channel, as you can see. Has 447 subscribers. It's respectable. This has 10 days worth of views, and we are at 19. Looks like both types of sports. That's the type of numbers we get. Let's take a look at the description. Rundowns of the latest few from last week feature books: Incredible Hulk 2, Infinity Watch 2, House of Slaughter. Looks like he's on Facebook. He is on Blue Sky. That's a red flag. Instagram. What's Mastodon? Anybody know what Mastodon is? X, Patreon, and PayPal. I would love to see what his Patreon looks like. Let's take a look. Here he is. Okay, so we have a lot of spaceships here. Join for free. See membership options. $5 once a month. No word on any of the content that is provided. All right. So this gentleman's doing well for himself. I think we can all see that. Go back over here to his YouTube channel. Maybe we'll take a look at some of his other offerings after we decide whether or not this content is for us. But he makes videos on a regular basis, and has been for a while. So I'm going to play this, and then I want you guys to answer the question for me. Do we think this gentleman is, just a little bit off? Or do we think there's some sort of pill addiction? Now, spoiler alert, I have forwarded this video to two people I know that have been addicted to pills. You probably know them. And they both think this guy's downed out and shit. So I'll let you be the judge.
Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spock coming at you with the weekly comic roundup.
Okay.
We are pretty much all the way through this week's Marvel Hall, last week's Marvel Hall. So let's get started with Incredible Hulk number 22. Where we left off, Charlie, the young girl that's been traveling with Hulk,
you're on, sir. So that's a nod, right? Is he reading there, or is that a full-fledged nod off? Because the people in my life that are learned in these matters believe that there is a nod off happening here. And if that is the case,
So the godskin, the pelt of eldest favorite daughter, Lycana.
is this possibly just a speech impediment? And perhaps these videos are an exercise to try to improve in that capacity? Is that possible?
And
That's a lot of silence. That's a lot of silence if we think this is some sort of I was born this way situation. This feels a lot like Paxil to me, crushed up Paxils, allegedly.
her and Hulk,
Hey, let's see that part again, because I think that's a nod.
and her and Hulk fought Lycana's brother, Varkalak, and Charlie saved Hulk from Varkalak's.
This guy set up a Patreon. I mean, he set up all of his social media. He clearly arranged all that stuff behind him. So I don't think this is just the way he are. I just can't imagine anyone is at a point in their life where they're this fucked up, allegedly, on YouTube, and somebody in their life doesn't reach out and say, hey, bud, is everything okay?
Realm, and they were informed that all who don the godskin are damned to spend eternity in Varkalak's realm.
Okay. So you're asking yourself, maybe this is just one bad stream. I thought the same thing when I first watched Rock and Roll Spock's content. So that was, what do we say, 10 days ago? Let's take a look. Well, here you can see for yourself. If you go over to his channel, which I highly suggest you do, subscribe. There's a lot of content here. We've got views and videos up from 6 days ago, 1 month ago. This one has 3 views. Okay, here's 2 days ago. Let's check this one out. Perhaps he's feeling better.
Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spock coming at you with the weekly comment. We've made it a little bit through 6 Marvel Hall. Let's keep on going with spectacular.
Go ahead and take that one more time.
Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spock coming at you with the weekly comment. We've made it a little bit through 6 Marvel Hall. Let's keep on going with Spectacular Spider-Man number 13.
He gets the numbers out all right.
Where we left off, the Electros were standing triumphant over Spider-Man, Elemental.
Sounds a little bit like Wesley the Barber.
And to a degree, Elemental's crush.
I mean, come on. I'm not saying that's Tito's and Percocet, but what else could that possibly be?
And so the issue opens with the Electros moving in for the kill on Spider-Man and Spider-Man. However, they stop their planning to on killing the two.
Okay. So that was recently. The other thing that I thought could potentially be happening here is that we could be at the tail end of whatever he's going through, right? Like, this isn't always the way the gentleman conducted himself on social media. This is a guy that has been through something recently, but previously held it together and has an audience and has the ability to enunciate and pronounce words, and we're just, at the tail end of whatever the fuck he's going through. So what we can do is real quick, go back through the catalog. First of all, kudos to him. I mean, I've never seen anybody. These are different photos. I have never seen anyone be able to recreate the same face this way. These are not photoshopped, I don't think. He's wearing different shirts. 2 months ago, 3 months. Let's go back. Maybe we'll find one with a little more brown in the beard. 4 months ago. These all have 12 views, 16 views, 30 views. I'd like to find a banger. There's one with 35 views from 5 months ago, the Halloween special. All right, here we go. 5 months ago, 83 views.
Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spock Connection with Willie Comic Roundup. We're at the end of the roundup, so let's wrap things up with first Ultimate Spider-Man number 9.
The numbers he is excellent at.
Where we left off, Ultimate Spider-Man. Wilson Fisk had the new owner of the Daily Bugle, and basically the maker's representative in New York.
This is a little better, right? I feel like he's a little more together. He seems a little less sleepy. Bit more engaged. No?
He had put a hit out on Spider-Man.
As Wilson Fisk is wont to do.
So, it's now September. The issue opens with Ben and Jonah at bar having drinks.
17-minute video.
They're joined by MJ. Here he also states that his parents were gone because of them. So was Aunt May. And if Peter thinks for a second they won't do the same thing to Harry or Peter or their families.
I think that this is somebody that is one of the people that plays games down at the comic shop underneath my studio. Because I gotta say, if you want to do some incredible people watching, come to Old Town Fairfax, set up in the parking lot next to my studio, and watch the 50-year-old man that come walking out of that comic book store that have been playing Magic the Gathering all night or playing their dice games all night. So what I have learned, because I had wild hair up my ass for many years to try to open a comic book store. And what I have found is that you cannot open a comic book store unless you have gaming tournaments. And then all the guys with signs in their front yard with the fucking shaved side of the heads and the flags with the multicolored triangles, like they're going to come in and they're going to play their games in your store all fucking night long. And that is the only way you're going to make money. And I wouldn't say every single one of them, but most of the guys that I see coming out after nights like that have a lot of personal resemblance to our buddy here, the Rock and Roll Express. So let's take a look. He's got 2 different Patreons, somebody said. Let's find him on X. Let's go over here. Share this tab instead. All right, here's his X account. 661 followers. Geeky YouTuber, primarily focuses on comic books, miniature gaming, hero clicks mainly, occasionally review movies, live long. But there's pronouns in the bio, that vibes. And this is all promotion for the vids, it looks like here. New video is live. A lot of confidence. Guessing living on his own. This does not seem like an assisted living type of scenario. Could be wrong. All right, let's check out the Facebook. All right. I'm digging that cover photo. Hey, look, he just DM'd me. Oh, wait, that's me DMing me. His followers, YouTube, rock and roll, public figure. Does it say anything about website, YouTube? Okay, so he doesn't have a website. All of his pictures don't seem to be of him. Here's some of his hero clicks. Okay. See, I think I go back and forth between the geeky shit because I was such a nerd growing up that I took solace in a lot of shit like that. And, you can find communities, you can find like-minded individuals, but I also think it's so easy to just withdraw into Warhammer 40K or withdraw into Hero Clicks or Marvel Rivals or whatever it is that you're not even making an effort to go out and kind of be a part of the real world. Not that you can't find a partner or have kids and find your path to like your slice of, the American dream. But man, I tell you what, it is easy to just lose yourself in someone else's creations. And I'm always struck by something that Adam Carolla said where he's like, don't become a huge Batman fan, right? Like, don't become a huge Star Wars fan. Create your own Batman, create your own Star Wars. Like, there's a part of me that whenever I see that level of commitment, like, I can't help but thinking that. Go to his replies and scroll. All right, I'll do that. 3-Name Bandit member for 8 months. Thank you so much for being here. I have some of Mankind's books I can donate. Should be a big hit in that area. Yeah, but I think we're not looking for that, 3-Name Bandit. I appreciate it. I think we're going to go all Baltimore books, all Baltimore-related books in the little library to keep in. I mean, look, we want to do good, but we also want to laugh at these people. 3-Name Bandit with a $3 super chat. Fat named Bandit tax paid. Oh my God. He has some posts where he goes, uh-oh. Is he politically motivated? Let's take a look. I'm so excited. Thank you for the heads up, Kevin Parker. All right, we'll just have a gander over here. This is our boy Rock and Roll Spock. To all my comic book readers, read graphic novels, single issues to keep up, TBS for catching up, new videos live. I'm not seeing much. How far back do you have to scroll? Domino's or Pizza Hut? Domino's, and it's not even close. Got some hot takery going on here. Scrolling down. There's a lot of new videos. It's only March. This is for February 28th. This motherfucker drops video. I am envious of his ability to create content. Do you still buy non-sports cards? Probably half as much on Magic the Gathering. It's almost like your pal knows what he's talking about. It's almost like your pal knows exactly who we're dealing with here. Oh, boy. Does anyone need a copy of Sam's first appearance as Captain America? Honestly, yes, on each. Serious question, is the Trump administration incompetent, stupid, or just evil? Yes. All right, so we're getting more politically active down here. Reply to this tweet if you're not a crypto bro Zionist or not sure what that means. Nope, nope, and nope. Oh, Lord, we both agree that Michael Keaton played Batman the best. All right, me and Rock and Roll Spock have more in common than I thought. While Roger Moore was good, Connery is by far the best. These are some hot fucking takes. Put on an oven mitt before you search this man's Twitter. I just want to know how many people on CBM TWT read comics, just want comics explain. Okay. I'm not seeing a lot of his fuck Nazis. I wonder if I said fuck Nazis, how many of my friends would say it back? I'll start fuck Nazis. Okay. And I would assume by Nazis, he doesn't mean goose-stepping Germans back in the 30s, that he means people that want the border secure and lower taxes. Things like that, right? I'm just assuming here. I'm speculating. If I send you nudies, will you send me a dick pic in return? Sure. Yikes. This is a bot. High quality vids, context, DM me for menu, telegraph. What the fuck is going on the internet? Donald Trump is the worst president we've ever had. Quote tweet from Atheist Girl. Maybe he could be sent to Guantanamo Bay instead. Should Elon Musk be imported? Why not both? Yep. Okay, we're getting down to it. Two different generic gifts. Look, Rock and Roll Spock has got a political standpoint, and a lot of people agree with him. Oh, Lord. What happened here? This post is from a suspended account. Guessing it's a bot. Comment so I know you're not a bot. I am a regular human worm, baby. Not what? Oof. I'm feeling dirty already. Okay. All right, so let's give Rock and Roll Spock a follow, and we will check back on him in future episodes of Fine, I'll Watch It. How about that? Sean Sal, $2. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Dukes. This is an amazing thing. I don't know that it is. I feel incredibly dirty. I wish he had more of his own shit up on his YouTube, though. Like, I kind of want to see what he's all about. I'd love to know what portion of the country he lives in. I'm going to take a look here at his, let's see here if we can pull up an album. This is, of course, a public Facebook albums. Profile pictures. All right. So we're not going to, here I am, Spock you like a hurricane. So when he's not espousing far left politics, he's posting Star Trek rock and roll related memes. All right. I'll teach their own. Rock and Roll Spock, everybody. Make sure you put a bookmark on that. We will get back and check in on him at a later date. Okay. I don't remember who sent me this. I have had this saved under my things I want to talk about. Maybe I won't put their website up now that I'm looking at it. Oh, boy. Yeah, maybe I won't. The problem with the internet is it's very inconsistent. I think most of you guys know that. And what I've seen from YouTube is that one account can post a song or a picture of a girl in a thong or what have you. Nothing happens. And then a different account posts it. It hits a different filter. Somebody reports it. They get fucked. And I'm not in the getting fucked business. You can't be with a waistline like this. So I was going to put up the website for Rednecks with Paychecks, but I'm not going to do that now because I don't want to get proper fucked. But I did want to share this with you because I am in my Bart of Barts. I am a nerd, but I am also white trash. And that is why this really called out to me. I don't remember who tagged me to this. I think it was back when we were talking about on the show how they have races where guys get into Tonka trucks. What are those things called? Not big wheels. You guys know what I'm talking about? When I was a kid, you used to ride around in a go-kart or a big wheel. You had to pedal the whole time. But now, I mean, there's razor scooters, but everything's electronic now. There's hoverboards and, all that shit, e-bikes. But before that, there was those little Jeeps where kids could get into them and they had a little electric motor and they could drive around in the yard. And there's that really funny, famous video of the kid driving over his kid sister in the front yard. Everybody larfs. You're saying it's called Power Wheels? That sounds right. So somebody sent us a video one time years ago of these rednecks out, and I think it was Oklahoma, racing these Power Wheels down an incredibly steep slope, muddy as all get out, and then having to bank left and turn to get into the finish line. And they're getting wiped the fuck out. They're getting destroyed. The wheels are going one way, assholes going another. These dudes, there's paramedics jumping the fucking rails. And there's just all types of redneckia, my people, sitting there pounding Coors Lights and watching this thing unfold. Well, come to find out, that isn't just one event. It's part of a much larger organization. And that organization is called Rednecks with Paychecks. And we found their YouTube channel. I can't believe I haven't subscribed yet. And there are several different events that they put on each and every year. And Kevin Parker, if you're in the chat, I'm going to ask you to look up the schedule for this year because they've got a bunch of ladies in thongs dancing provocatively, not unlike these ladies here, but it's just a little bit more skin being shown, and YouTube is really uptight. So this is one event. This is from the 2024 Rednecks with Paychecks. This is the Master Beater Junk Car Race. Get it? Master Beater junk car race. So I thought we could watch a little bit of this and decide if we want to plan a show field trip. I mean, this just looks like so much fun. I feel so bad for my friends that are classy, that are from affluent neighborhoods and parents that love them, that went to colleges. Like, they look at something like this and it just looks trashy and dangerous. It's just, this is in my fucking veins. I doubt Each of the Rock has anything in common with any of these people, but I definitely feel like I could be related to, especially on the boss man's side. And the great part about this is all we've got to do is convince Jim Jester to donate his Toyota Tundra, and we're going to win this son of a bitch. That guy appears to have what looks like is that a refrigerator or a copying machine? First of all, they're pulling one of the broken and destroyed automobiles off the course while the race is still going on with a Bobcat. I love this. What is in the back of this guy's truck bed? What is that? Is that a refrigerator? Is that the copier from Office Space? What is that? Is that a cooler? Oh, that's a toolbox. That's the toolbox from somebody's work truck that they didn't take out. Probably bought this son of a bitch from the junkyard, left the toolbox in. I'm surprised it's not filled with Red Label, to be honest with you. I mean, I just can't even explain the cockles of my heart, the hackles on the back of my neck. Everything just looks absolutely simpatico to what I need to be entertained. All right, here is, so that was the junk car race, right? This is Bounty Hole. And apparently there's a couple of different versions of Bounty Hole. There is an ATV Bounty Hole, and there's also a full-size automobile Bounty Hole. All of these seem to be somewhat provocatively named, as you can imagine, with Rednecks with Paychecks. This is Spring Break 2018. So this thing's been going on for a minute. Outdoor sports. What they got? Looks like they got sponsors. Smokey's House of Pipes. We couldn't get food stock sponsored for Big O and Dukes. Rednecks with Paychecks. I count 3 sponsors on this fucking page. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it's so embarrassing. So for Bounty Hole, it looks like the only goal is to just be able to get your off-road outfitted ATV through this pile of diarrhea. Oh no! This guy's cruising. How quickly would I be drunk at this event? I don't even know if I'd make it out of the fucking parking lot. It just looks unbelievable. How much are tickets? How much is a season pass? People buy season passes to Disneyland and Universal Studio, King's Dominion, Busch Gardens. I want the season pass for the fucking bounty hole. That's a woman in there. She got completely hosed. Look how many Mardi Gras beads that chick has. How many times has she shown her tits at this event? That's a winner right there. Fellas, find me that woman. Look how happy she is. That mud is all. How in the fuck did the hat not offer any protection whatsoever? Look how white the chompers are. And she's happier than a pig in shit. Look, I love my wife. You know, I hope we don't ever break up. But if I can find her, what year is this? We say 2018? I mean, she appears to have found the perfect man. Oh, they're stuck. He got the flag with the AR-15 on it and then the Texas state flag. Every single one of these guys looks like my listeners. Every single one of these guys looks like people that show up to Monk's Barbecue when I do a Hall of Fame game fucking viewing party. Okay. So it's not just ATVs though for the bounty hole. There's also full-size trucks, which I guess are tricked out like monster trucks. This is why you have to have a paycheck if you're going to be a competitor in Rednecks with paychecks, because you got to be able to sink some cash into this. What's the bounty? Like, what is the pool that you are contributing to? When you sign in, I assume there's a cash prize. This is even better. Holy shit. How the fuck? No! No! Oh my God! There was another dude in there. Is that the driver? There's another. How terrifying must that have been? That dude, that fucking dude holding up his beer, he doesn't even try to help his buddy. There has to have been deaths. Right? There's no way. Look at the lifeguard. There's a guy in a wetsuit that swims out there. He has to swim through the mud.
Shit, how many guys do we got? What's our head count?
They don't even give a shit. Do they know all their friends are out of there? Look at that crowd. Look at all the people there. 2-day pass is $90. VIP ticket is $165. You could charge me double. Is this a BYOB situation? Like, how much security do you have to have for this? How many waivers must be signed for truck mud face? What is it called? Bounty hole. I mean, do you know how much insurance this fucking organization must carry to be able to pull this off? They have a world famous bikini contest, bro. It's basically Redneck Warped Tour. Kevin Parker, where is this? We have to go. These are just novices. These aren't even monster truck drivers. They're just necks that can invest $60,000 in the suspension system for their Tacoma. He's a little nervous, isn't he, after the first dude's almost kicked the bucket? Doing pretty good. You're going to make it. Watch out. Fuck yeah. Holy shit. I mean, I feel like I've wasted my whole fucking life. How have I not been involved with Rednecks and Paychecks? There's got to be some sort of capacity where someone could do color commentary or play-by-play. St. Joe, Texas? Holy shit. Can we put one of these ourselves on? How much insurance do I have to carry? Hit the like button. Aaron Kenny gifted 5 Chad Duke Show memberships. Thank you so much, Aaron. We do accept super chats on the show. You wouldn't know it. Thank you so much, buddy. Very, very kind of you. And Mike Sylvester, $9.99. What a great way to spend my lunch break. Thanks, Chad. Oh, we're going to be doing it every other week, just so you know. Keep in mind, if you'd like to send a video in yourself, Mike Sylvester, I believe you're Spike Sylvester, if I'm not mistaken. This is your alias, so people don't realize that you're out fighting crime, doing whatever it is you do on your vigilante period. Thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat. And Aaron Kenny, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Quick reminder, if you've got a video for this show, I believe it's called Fine, I'll Watch It. Send it in to me. chaddukesshow@gmail.com. Please put in the subject, Fine, I'll Watch It. That is also the email address where people send in the Ask Shoods. It's also the email address where people send in shit for the unboxing show. So we're going to go every other week. Fine, I'll Watch It one week. The unboxing show another week. I've already gotten a couple of packages for the next unboxing show. If you got something you would like me to unwrap on this very space, send it in to Commonwealth Dry Goods. Very, very easy to find. Just make sure you write unboxing show on the package. Please leave a fucking name. I don't know why I put the email address for the unboxing show. Don't send anything for the unboxing show to the email address. I'm an idiot. I'll fix that. But if you'd like to send something in for this show, we will watch it at our leisure and not a moment before. Okay, so the honey hole looks like the place to be until you realize that there is a truck tug of war at Rednecks with Paychecks. Truck tug of war. I don't know what necessarily goes into all of this, but it would seem to me you must build an automobile. Would this even be called an automobile? What would we call this? Look at the size of this beast. This is the 2024 truck tug of war. Rednecks with Paychecks. How many views? 1.3 thousand views. Not too many. Huh. Interesting. I wonder why. These snooty bastards. Wow. Jesus Christ. How do you not blow out the Transact? How do you not blow out? Are there weight classes to these trucks? Where do they store these automobiles when they're not at Truck Tug of War at the Rednecks with Paychecks fall mud crawl? Man. Just completely cuck that guy. I mean, are you just destroying your engine block every time you lose at this one? Look how close the audience is, and what do you think that smells like? I mean, the amount of burning grease and rubber that has to come off these bad boys is next level. I would be right there huffing it like Laramie Tunsil with that bong. How long do they have? Oh! Yeah, that guy must have blown something. I think you just have to wait till the other guy absolutely shreds his engine, and then you drag his dead ass corpse over the finish line. Oh, that guy just got hammered. Fantastic. Just fantastic. What's the main event? I wonder what the main event for a show like this is. I think I probably know. If I were going to do a main event for a Rednecks with Paychecks show, it would probably be an event where I put a bunch of crazy fucking yokels, bunch of crazy boomer sooners, horns down motherfuckers into miniature Barbie Jeeps, and then we send them down the hill, probably to their death, in front of thousands of screaming, what I can only assume is long lost chaddukes, distant relatives. It's the only way. I mean, it has to be the finale of all finales. It's something as prestigious as Rednecks with Paychecks. This is what started it all. I don't know if this is something that we can recreate. Like, I don't want to get involved in having divers go in and drag hillbillies out of Chevy Blazers that have flipped over in a giant mud pit. Like, that's not the name of my game. But if we could figure out, first of all, we need to find a hill. Then we would need to find some presenting sponsors. And then we'd have to find willing participants. We have a lot of bougie fucking, carpet bagging assholes from other parts of the country that come here to ruin the politics of the rest of the state, wear pussy hats, and work for the IRS. It's just the way that it goes. Life ain't fair and the world is mean. But if we could check some of these boxes, dot some of these I's, and cross these T's, I think we could get this particular. We just need to have paramedics there. Mike McKenna, I don't know if you still listen to the show. If anybody can throw up a fucking flare to this dude, we just need a couple of paramedics. Maybe we back our ambulance up. This is the one event that I think that we can steal and recreate for the Chad Dukes show. I at least think that it's possible. This is called the Barbie Jeep Downhill, and this is the one that started it all. If this doesn't strike you to the very fiber of your being, is something that would be not only a shitload of fun to participate in, but to stand there and take phone videos of while pissed drunk, then you are cut from a different swatches of felt.
You pick this one.
I mean, it is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's just nothing will ever be funnier than this. And the gusto, the fervor, the enthusiasms at which these fucking guys are diving down there to fuck themselves up. The fact that one of the dudes, how could you go down in a Speedo? You need to cover every single piece of your body because of the road rash. And have rash guards everywhere, knee pads, elbow pads. I fell off a deck and I almost fucking died. Much less participating in something of this nature. Oh, I just want it so badly. How far away is this? I'm very shocked. I believe that is the first rebel flag that we've seen. I believe that is the first battle flag of the CSA that we've seen here in these videos, and that is shocking to me.
What do we say?
That was the first actual Barbie Jeep that I think we've seen. Again, short sleeves. What are we thinking here? Oh my God.
Oh, it's a Toyota.
The Tacoma's fucking draw my ire again. The Tacoma is the one that got all the way down. You actually heard the neck say, oh, it's a Toyota. What has happened to this great country of ours where Toyota has taken over as the primary pickup truck for hillbillies to own?
Oh, it's a Toyota.
Oh, it's a Toyota. See, here's the problem. If we did this with Chad Dukes show listeners, I just think everyone's too heavy. Like, I just think everybody is like 40 to 50 pounds overweight, bare minimum. And then we also have just gargantuan dudes where if they're going to take hits like this, and I'm throwing myself into the mix, like this requires some training here. You got to get lighter. How do you win? Like, is the way you win to hit the water? Is the way, because they've run it a couple of different times. There's other videos where you physically have to, and I don't even know how you would begin to do this, but instead of having a big pond at the bottom of the slope, you have to bank a hard left, and then the finish line is after you turn. And I guess you can turn the little wheel of the little Barbie Jeep, but how much control are those plastic tires going to have at that level? They're not supposed to be going 35 miles an hour, which is clearly what's happening here. Is there one of these, like, is this the only place that does this? Could we start one of a franchise in Virginia?
Luigi right here.
That guy has a dildo on the fucking front of his hood. I don't know if you saw it. Let's take a look. That's a dildo. You didn't get to see it because I didn't have the fucking... Hold on. My bad. I got too excited. Right there. Look at this thing flopping around. He fucking goes around the corner. What the fuck is
Hey, that's Spock. You got a dick on your hood. That's what you did. You got it? Just like your girlfriend comes to you around.
Ain't got a big old dick. These are my people. That was the best one yet. That was the best one yet. I'm fucking sold, dude. I don't need to see anymore. There's an event like this in Kentucky that does something like this. John Rage is going to clean house. What does John Rage have to do with anything? You think because John Rage is skinny. You're saying because John Rage is a thin gentleman, and most of my listeners can't claim that. All right, here's the Rednecks with Paychecks page. 77,000 subscribers, 4 days and nights on 1,200 acres of mud and mayhem twice a year. Best trucks, mega trucks, ATVs, UTVs, SXSs, Jeeps, Sherps, and anything else big with tires and an engine. The original Barbie Jeep downhill, bikini contest, and great live music not to be missed goes down with Rednecks with Paychecks. St. Joe, Texas, 90 minutes from Fort Worth. Well, what is the... Okay. Can you just attend? Like, what is the... I got it. Oh, there's a stream ticketing. So you can actually watch this. It doesn't look like it's live right now. But you can watch this on a stream so you don't actually have to be there. My only problem would be getting in and out. And what is the drinking situation like? I certainly would want to be able to BYOB if that could be a part of the equation. Here's their Instagram. Spring break. Oh, is this it? 2025. Fuck yeah. Book your tickets. Ticket prices jump when we open the gates. Buy now and save. Tickets on sale now. Tanner Usri headlines Saturday night. Silverado Mullet County Friday night. Holy shit. $90, 95 4-day high roller 165. What does the high roller give you? Do I get all access? VIP saloon. Oh man, look at this. Here it is. Well, let's not get claimed. Yeah, I mean, look at the size of this production. Oh my goodness gracious. Where do you park? How do you get out of there? Where do you stay? What if I'm a civilized human? I mean, at least somewhat civilized. I want to see this fucking VW bus 4-wheel deal. Let's get it. All right, so here's the bikini contest. I'm a little worried about showing that, but there is some serious talent at that as well. Crush Hour. They appear to be sponsored by Hulk Hogan's Real American Beer. I can't think of a better pairing. You're telling me the Hulkster is throwing his hat into the ring? Is he going to be there? I got a Master of Ceremonies vibe. It's this week? Shit, March 13th through 16th. How did I put that together? That starts on Thursday. Fuck. All right, so we've screwed this up, Thor. What we got to do is we got to start recalculating, and the autumn session is the one that we have to aim for. We all get our VIP tickets. We'll all get one big hotel room. I'm thinking 2 or 3 double beds, little hot spooning action. Go out there. I'm going to lose about 100 pounds so that way that we can, when I fall off of the Barbie Jeep, it doesn't re-aggravate all of my deck injuries. I'm loving the potential here. All right, our viewer count is dropping like flies. I know when I should get the fuck out of here. Thank you guys all for being here today. It is the very first of hopefully, at least 2 or 3 more of the Fine I'll Watch It with Chad Dukes video program. Want to remind you, we'll be doing these every other week. If you do have a video to send in, finally, I'm asking for your videos. Subject is Fine I'll Watch It. The email is chaddukesshow@gmail.com. We'll be there reading your dumb shit. Please don't send pornography in. Please, nothing biologic. Same rules apply. And next week, I believe we're doing the reboxing. Reboxing? The unboxing show. All right, so we'll vacillate every other week. So until that time, friendo.
It's time for Fine I'll Watch It with portly Chad Dukes. Send in a video to my guy Brad Fuchs. For years he's told you that he doesn't watch your crap, but he's a hypocrite, so now he's gonna do just that. It's time for Fine I'll Watch It with this man with hypertension. His waistline is something that I shouldn't have to mention. So send in a video and Dukes will watch it here.